ladies and gentlemen. This is a story that came out today, September 2nd, 2018, in the Albany Herald. Growing number of elderly among opioid overdoses. A recent overdose case in the Atlanta suburb of Dunwoody, which I have a relative that lives there in Dunwoody, involved a 55-year-old woman. The cause of her death was determined to be the toxic effects of cocaine, morphine, methamphetamines. Wow. She had all of that in her system, a 55-year-old? Cocaine, morphine, and methamphetamines. Wow. Those three drugs, morphine is an opioid. It's a tragic reminder that while many of the roughly 1,000 opioid overdose deaths in Georgia annually are of people under 50, no one is too old to be killed by drugs. In fact, older adults are among the major users of opioid drugs because their doctors prescribe them. Chronic conditions such as arthritis become more common with age and often requires the use of painkillers, and older folks, like younger ones, may need relief from pain after medical procedures such as oral surgery. But the fact that an opioid is being used legally for a valid medical purpose does not mean it is harmless. What many ordinary users may not realize is how dangerous it can be to mix opioid medicines with other prescription drugs. Wow, you would think that would be common sense, right? Wow. Benzos are the type of prescription sedatives commonly prescribed for anxiety. And those are your Valium, Xanax type of medication to help with insomnia. When an opioid like OxyContin is taken with a benzo, the combination can be deadly. Some Georgia pharmacists are educating their customers, including many older ones, on the dangers of opioid use. You know, it just seems like no matter how hard they try with this opioids, whether they educate the public or not, they can't control this thing, y'all. They cannot control it. From June 2016 to May 2017, the total number of opioid overdoses prescribed to Georgia patients surpassed 541 million. According to the Office of Attorney General Chris Carr, drug overdoses have become the leading cause of death of Americans under 50, and 2/3 of those deaths are from opioids. Surpass 541 million? Is that an error? Total number of overdoses to Georgia patients surpass 541 million? Woo. I don't know, y'all. that's an awful high number right there. Still, AARP recent data suggests a sharp increase in opioid use among Americans of all ages, include those over 55. 55 plus, 32%, 35 to 54, 36%, 25 to 34, 31%, 15 to 24, 7%. Additionally, Georgia Department of Public Health data shows that older people are the demographic with the highest rate of opioid prescriptions, and they are now turning many of them away. You know, they will never admit how bad this thing is, but you can clearly see from these stories, it is bad here in this country. It is exceptionally bad. And it doesn't seem to matter what state that I read about, it is bad all over. I just came across another story recently where China pretty much told the US, don't blame us for your drug problem. China said this, for the second time to the US. Don't blame us. Blame your junkies. But please tell me what you think. I'm not surprised, but this is going to continue on. You look at this drug epidemic has been going on for 20 years. And each year it just continuously increase and there's no end in sight. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. And by the way, you will hear crickets and stuff in the background, and that is because my computer is right by the window, and I have it there for ventilation purposes. The summertime, it gets hot. I mean, I can run my unit, but it would just make too much noise when I'm doing my video. So when I turn my unit off, you can clearly hear nature, birds, crickets, and whatever's making noise outside, barking dogs in the case of my neighbor, you know, but the crickets will go back in the ground soon enough. They only have maybe like, what, another month and a half, then they go back in the ground. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.